6, yeah, you said. I've now got 5 members of staff off with COVID. Yep. Yep. Just. Oh yeah, they don't care about that. Like, they just make people isolate. There's none of this like, oh, you had COVID, you've got to close. Like, no one cares about that anymore. Head office are like, oh, you got someone with a positive test. I'm like, yeah, what do I do? They were like, send them home. I was like, okay, what else do I do? I've already done that. They're like, no, that's it. Like, what? Yep, that's it. Anyone else has symptoms, get them to take a test. That's literally what I've been told to tell people. My problem is I don't have enough bodies. It's not even a case of like the moral argument of spreading COVID, which I'm not even going to start that one. It's just physically having enough people to open the pub. And then what's worse is the people that are working extra hard. Customers, I don't know what it is. People are, well, I do know, people are just stupid, right? I had some woman yesterday, right, fully go at me. She sent an email complaint while I was in the pub after she'd spoken to somebody. So I went out and said, look, I'm the GM. You've just sent me an email. Like, clearly you're upset. Like, what's going on? Obviously, I'll reply to your email because I have to from a company perspective, but you're still in my building. So, you're still ordering drinks. What's going on? And she's like, oh, it's ridiculous. I had to wait 45 minutes to be served. I had to wait this, I had to wait that. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Did someone tell you when you came to the door that we were really short-staffed due to COVID? She said, yes, but that's not my problem.
Wow.
I understand that, but I'm just explaining why you waited 45 minutes. Were you told there was a wait? Yes, we were told an hour.
What? They would.
So
what?
we beat our own target by 15 minutes. Like, we told you an hour and we served you in 45 minutes. Oh, but that's ridiculous. You need more staff. Why can't you get more staff? And every ounce of me wanted to say, because of people like you.
Yeah.
Why would you work minimum wage to be treated like shit by people like you? And the Weatherspoons was closed, right? So I was like, oh, did you try the Weatherspoons? Because yes, that's completely closed. That's disgraceful. They will also be getting an email from me. It's like, oh my god.
She's just one of them. She's just one of them, Matty. Just nothing's right. Nothing's ever right.
Was everything alright with your food? Yeah, but we didn't want to wait, Okay, so the food was right, the drink was fine. We beat our own target by 15 minutes, and yet you still felt the urge to complain and get me in trouble with head office. Brilliant. Thank you. You are the truest definition of a Karen. Honestly, and now the worst one for me is I only have 2 full-time chefs. So if the chefs go down, we're pretty screwed. Like, the answer is I have to close the kitchen. There isn't like a secret way around it. I just don't have anyone to cook.
Yeah.
And the other chef, not my head chef, the other chef messages me this morning to say, shows me the 10-day isolation picture. So I messaged him back saying, look, you know the deal, we've already talked about this. If you've got the ping for the isolation, then you have to take a test every morning. If you're clear, you come in and work. That's just how it's going to be. You're not getting paid
so
when
they're
you come to work.
Yeah, so they're ignoring.
No, but that's what. No. So he's like, no, sorry, Matt. That picture is my housemate. And I was like, right, get your ass into work then. And then he's like, send me another picture of a positive test. Now the isolation picture is literally just the 10-day isolation picture. There's no name on it. There's no he's not holding a phone or anything. It's just a 10-day picture. And then he sends me a picture of a confirmed test. So I contact the replacement for my boss because he's on holiday at the moment, and he's like, oh yeah, he needs to isolate for 10 days. And I was like, why? He's got a negative test. Like, he took a test, he's negative.
And
so now he has to isolate for 10 days. I don't have any chefs to cover it, so then I have to close the kitchen. Like, it's just. And he's like, oh, you need to send me a plan for next week. I said, there is no plan.
No plan, there's no staff.
So the kitchen will be closed. I was like, not like fully, obviously, do you know what I mean? But I was like, I don't know.
What can you do if you've got no staff?
This system doesn't work. You can literally just tell me that you're not coming in for 10 days. And my people higher up are like, yeah, but people won't do that because they won't get paid. I was like, people don't care.
Yeah,
they look at Freedom Week. They look at the Sun, Western Supermare, no foreign holidays.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, I'll just take 10 days off, man.
Yeah. unpaid. They're quite happy at the minute. They're not spending that much money. They ain't going to work. Let's be honest.
I was like, I said to him, you better isolate. I said, if I get one picture of you on social media outside your house, this isn't one of those like shits and giggles situations. But you're isolating. You're stuck in your house now, as far as I'm concerned.
Like me, I want to get out. Like, just can't get anywhere at the minute.
Well, people higher up are like, oh, people would never do that, would they? And I'm like,
people higher up don't know what life is. They've got it too easy most of the time.
What do you mean? A couple of people in my building are awesome. They were literally like, I'm deleting the app, even if somebody tells me, I'm never telling you, Matt.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. Like, I'm coming to work. If I'm ill, I'm ill.
Yeah.
It's a completely different conversation.
Well, it's like me. I haven't got
if I take a test, and it says negative, I'm at work, and you won't know. I was like, if I don't know about it, then I don't know about it. Like, but you can't send me pictures of tests and then say, can I come in? Which is what people are doing. I'm like, you can't do that. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you told me that your housemate is positive and said, can I still come to work, please?
And the answer is no. You're going to have time off.
See you in 10 days. Brilliant.
But I'm not going to get paid. Yeah, that's how it works, dickheads. But I've deleted it because I have to shut my shop and not make money, and it's not acceptable.
Just delete it.
Yeah.
And then
I haven't even downloaded it.
No, it says on the website, as of, I mean, it will probably change because, you know, it's our government. But from the 16th of August, if you've been double jabbed, you don't have to self-isolate.
Yep.
And I was like, well, why from the 16th of August? What difference does it make?
Yeah, it shouldn't make a difference. It's just
if I've been double jabbed, it should just be why do we have to wait an extra month?
At least like 3 days to isolate or something. Like that should be about it.
No, you take a test. I get it.
Yeah.
Take a test. If you're carrying the virus, what I don't understand is if the tests are now easily gettable, which they are, and people take them and get results straight away, I don't get a text message when Christina has the flu telling me not to go to work. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If you're sick, you're
sick.
sick. I've got no problems with it whatsoever. Not whatsoever. You take a test and it says you're COVID positive, and you stay in for 10 days because you don't want to make everyone else in the building COVID positive because you don't know who's going to get affected by what or whose grandmother or whatever. Like all the scenarios, shall we say? So I've got no problem with that. You've caught COVID. I see you in 10 days. We'll deal with it.
Yeah. Like if you throw up, don't go to work. If you've got diarrhea and you work in the kitchen,
you've got diarrhea, don't go to work. Yeah, I've got no problem with people being sick and doing what they're supposed to do. That's fine. I've got a problem with the app thing. Right, and also, it was proven, so it was in The Guardian, someone showed me a Guardian article.
Yeah.
Where, basically the ping is done on pure distance of phone to phone. Nothing else.
Yeah, so if you lose your phone.
And for no time limit. Like 1 second counts. So if you drive past somebody, literally in a car, and they have corona, they have their phone, you have your phone, that person will then get a ping. I was like, that's stupid. There was like 600,000 cases yesterday in England, and I'm like, well, 600,000 people, how many people have they walked past? How many people are waking up to pings on their phone? You know what I mean? How many people? One person in a car driving down a motorway is giving it to everybody else according to that ping.
Yeah,
no, they're not.
It's a bit stupid.
They're in a car.
And then they could potentially lock us down again based on those numbers. That's what I'm like. It's just like, no, come on now.
I can't see them locking us down because I just don't think there's any.
There's nothing left to lock us down for. Like.
Yeah, I just think we're. Which door are you? The main door. What? Get your mum in there and stay in there. Go bedroom. Fuck off. I'm so angry today, dude. Like, so angry about it. I've got to try and rewrite the rotor. which I don't want to. It's my day off. I don't want to be spending hours trying to write the road or messaging people. Again, the day before, change the road again, change the road again, change the road again. The problem I also have is the people that are left working. How long are they going to put up with this?
Yeah, before they get pissed off and tell everyone
they
to
are pissed off.
fuck
Like,
off.
They already are. They already are. They already are. They're already pissed off. They're already annoyed, and people are already like, you know, how long is this going to last? This is rubbish. You can't keep text. Like, literally every single person is like, you message me every day that I'm not working, asking me, can I work? Like, I might as well just get up and come in.
Yep. At the minute, if you're not allowed to employ other people and everyone's sick, look, they are literally.
No, I'm allowed to employ as many people as I want. I can employ literally somebody tomorrow. The problem is nobody wants to.
Yeah, because it's shit.
But we've had an advert up since we reopened, but it just.
Well, they see other people being dickheads, don't they? That's the thing.
Well, anyone that was already employed is still on furlough till September, so like those that are not able to work are just sat there and ain't got a job somewhere else. They're like quite happy, like, oh, I get 8% there. The people I speak to that are interested in the job, just like it's minimum wage and it's shit. And also they're like, when I explain to them what they actually have to do, as in what I've just said to you, they're like, well, so basically at any day, at any time, my phone could just ping and I have to go home, and I can't come back for 10 days and I can't get paid.
Yep.
And it's like, obviously I understand where this is coming from, but it's caused the divide as well, because there's people like me or you or like certain people that work there that have deleted the app, that are like, if I'm sick, I'm sick. If I'm not, I'm coming to work, and I ain't going to talk to you in between. And I'm like, good. But then there's other people that are like, no, that's wrong. You're breaking the rule, and it's caused an internal rift between them. And also, some people are like, oh, so and so's an asshole because he's not coming to work for 10 days just because blah blah blah. Like, why does he bother to tell you? He didn't need to tell you. He could be here. Like, I have to work twice as hard because of him.
Yep.
It's causing like a rift in the business as well. And then my boss is like, well, you've got to work on morale, you've got to look after the team, put the team first. I'm like, you can't.
How do you do that? Everyone's got split like opinions on everything.
It's like, well, no, everyone should be following the rules. And I was like, Mike, if everyone follows the rules, we're closing. Like, if I've got 5 members of my current team, if I install the app, it'll ping.
Yeah. You will literally not be going to work yourself.
Everybody. Well, Nicholas's kid, one of the kids in Nicholas's class has got confirmed COVID today, so they're all panicking because they're supposed to be going to Paris on Wednesday to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, they ain't going.
Now they're worried they won't be allowed.
Yeah, they're not going.
Well, we don't know yet. Well, they're packing stuff now because we've
Oh.
heard from the mum. We haven't heard from the school.
Right.
So they're talking about getting, because they're going to drive anyway. So they're talking about getting in the car now before the thing even appears. There's only 2 days left of school.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So they're like, just get in the car now and go. As in, like, oh, well, I've already left. Like, I don't know what you mean.
We're there. We must go there.
Well, they need a test, a non-NHS test, to cross the border into France.
Is it a non-NHS?
Do that then, yeah.
What?
Yeah, France won't accept an NHS one. Has to be from an external company or something.
Wow. That's just fucking everyone over then, because like. They won't even trust the national health system.
So yeah, they pay £26 to this company or something to get a test sent, and then they've got to take the test, and then they can take the result of that test to the border, and they'll be allowed to go to France. Did you complete Biomu?
No. I've still got it installed.
Yeah, I just wondered. No. It's a fan! Stupid mutt. It's like huffing at it as if to say, what's this?
There was a guy over there.
I'm also in a bit of a moral, personal dilemma because I've made myself a promise that I would work my 48 hours, and to hell with Stonegate in that sense. Like, I'm doing my job. I'm not
doing any more.
Doing more. And now I've got to ask everybody else to work 6-day weeks, and I'm not going to go 6 days. But they all get paid for their 6 days.
Yeah, they get paid hourly. That
I don't. Yeah. There's an element of me like, well, wait a minute, I don't get paid extra to work the extra hours.
You might as well give them the money.
They're all working more days.
Yeah.
They're all having to work more days because they've got not the same problems. I'm a bit more extreme than them, but and I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to work more hours. Like, it just doesn't. I know my contract says as the business requires, but there is an element here that they could say, no, you do have to work because you're going to close. But how do you live your life? Plan like, I booked dates for that. You know, the 100-hour stream thing I want to do.
Yeah.
I've booked dates for that now. Like, but what happens? And it's 3rd of August to the 15th of August. What happens if this happens when that's going on? You say you're going to cancel my holiday and maybe come back in? Like,
no, they can't. They cannot do that. That's against the law to cancel someone's holiday.
Not really.
You just say, I'm not in the country. How can I possibly get there? I'm not. It would take me 18 hours to even get back into the country. And just
no, then I can't because then I'm lying because I'll be streaming. So. And they know, like, I told Mike what I'm doing. Like, but I just mean, like, in the future, like in about comments, how do we move forward with this thing? It's got to be a case of if you've got it, you go home. If you don't have it, you work. The same as every other illness and disease
in the world, yeah. And that's just how it is.
Why do we have a new rule? I don't. Wait and see. I just can't. I don't get it. Why it has to be and also all the communication from head office is so wishy-washy. There isn't an email that says, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. It's all like worded very specifically so that they don't have to deal with any of it.
It just sounds like they're just like, yeah, it's not our problem, it's the manager's problem. Like passing it down the line constantly. Like they're like, yeah, we know there's a problem, but we're not going to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I feel for the first time in like being a GM, I have a duty of care and I don't know what to do. Like, it doesn't work.
There's nothing for you to do, Matty. You've done nothing wrong. And there's nothing you can do to make it better. Because everyone's going to...
They're all turning to me for an answer.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, my staff and everyone are like... Half of them want me to tell the other half, delete the app, get your ass in work, stop.
And the other half want you to tell them to
half,
download the app.
I can't believe you're... If you tell the rest to download the app, and on top of that, if you send me any message or anything, you know, with that in, they're just going to end up going to head office or going to a lawyer or going to the newspapers or... Do you know what I mean? Because they're like, well, no, the government's telling me to do this and to stay safe, and you're basically telling me I should be spreading corona.
Like, either way, you're buggered, mate, is what I'm saying. Like, just go, sure. Yep, dude, do what you want. Do what you think is right.
Yeah, I can, because they're like, no, there's rules. You all need to enforce the rules. They're already like, that's what I'm saying. I've already had people say to me, oh, well, no, if this happens or this person works, then I'm leaving, and then, well, I had someone quit literally like yesterday because they were like, the industry's not safe. It wasn't like your company's not safe, your building's not safe.
The industry,
it was,
which is...
The industry's not safe, I'm not working in this industry, I'm going to go stack shelves in Tesco's for an extra £1 an hour where I don't have this risk.
Yep.
And I'm not dealing with drunk people.
Mm-hmm. Drunk people are the worst. We've known for a long time. We've known for a very long time that drunk people are the worst.
I'm going to find out next week. I mean, Pop World's even opening on tomorrow night.
What, properly?
Yeah. Well, no, it starts tomorrow, doesn't it? At midnight. So they're
right.
opening tonight at midnight, and they're open tomorrow night. So at midnight tonight, you can go into Pop World, no social distancing, and get hammered.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because that's not going to cause loads of problems, is it?
Well, no, because they got rid of there's no social distancing as of
Yeah.
midnight tonight.
I do quite like this new SMG.
Right, so I fell in love with it, and now I've fallen out of love.
Why? What's...
So I fell in love with it. I got ridiculous kills with it. It's got a good ammunition. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever, and it's not like it's not in my loadout, because it is. But no, I use the Pish and the Mac 10, and I just think they're better.
Yeah. The Pish is definitely better.
I like the ammo. I like how it feels. The movement on both weapons is better. I think the TTK on that is better. So, but basically, the damage drop off on J-God's like stat chart for that new one is 10 meters.
Right.
Which is one of the it's quite a large drop off. That's my worry. So if you get somebody inside 10 meters, basically what he says is if you like the MP5, he said you'll love that weapon, which you do.
Yeah.
You like that anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's a better version of the MP5 now that the MP5's been nerfed. So for you, I was like, yeah. But for me, because I use it slightly further away, so he's like, if you like the Bullfrog and the Pish and the LC10, then maybe stick to the Mac and the Pish. So you just have to be really close. Like, it's one of those things. If you're gonna absolutely barrel stuff your opponent, then it's the best SMG in the game. And then when he released that, I watched it, and then I played with it, and I was like, he's right. I get in a fight. I get into a gunfight at 15 meters or something, and I lose to the Pish, and I lose to the Mac 10. Whereas get into a gunfight inside 8 meters, absolutely melt somebody. I tell you what though, and I really am surprised about this. So I had a real play with the ARs last night, and the Krig, because that's what he suggests. The Krig and the C.
So yeah, the Krig's taking over the Farah, aren't they?
Yeah. Find a way to lower the water.
The C58.
Yeah, so the C58 is a better weapon, and that's his number one. So his number one is C58 Mac 10. He says the backup is the Krig. I used both of them last night, and I hate to say it, but I felt like, because he's talking about the skill gap, basically, that if you can use the C58, then you should. It's a better weapon, but there's a skill gap issue.
Right.
And I was like, no, I'll be fine. And I played with it, I was like, ugh, I feel like he's right. But yeah, I was enjoying it yesterday. And the Swiss is supposed to be a big upgrade. The Swiss is supposed to be an upgrade to the Car 98, but my Swiss isn't even close to being leveled up. Give me the guppies. I need to collect 5 guppos. 2 more. Come on, guppos.
Yeah, I'll be trying. I am liking the SMG, and I'm leveling up the Swiss, which is like the upgrade to the Car 98 now, because it's got a magazine and stuff. And
yeah, my Swiss is really low level, so.
I'm getting it up a bit by bit.
Yeah, my issue with the Swiss is it needs to be
properly levelled.
yeah. Oh, how do I do that? I can't remember now. Oh, there it is. Oh, how do I?
Yeah, I've got a friend coming over to chill out for a bit because I'm so bored.
Yeah.
Because normally I'm at work and then I go straight off to the club to play Warhammer. But today, there's quite a few people not there, and like my dad's he's like at a fly-in, so the family have gone with him, so there's no one to like give me a lift. If that makes any sense. And a load of people are like, they're off for the weekend because it's nice weather. So not only have I not worked, I've not really slept because of toilet times last night. But like, there's nothing to do anything with, no one to do anything with.
Yeah.
So mate's just like, well.
Sorry, buddy, I live too far away.
Yeah. My girlfriend was like, how far away does Matty live? And I was like, he's like Gloucester way, and like it's a long way. He was like, oh, that's a bit of a shit, innit? I don't understand people that crouch down on tiny maps like this and like hide behind dead bodies and things. Like, it's a tiny map, get your SMG out and run around and have some fun.
Which map is it?
The KGB headquarters.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, they're all pretty good. I don't think the Cold War maps are bad.
There's a couple of awful
like
ones,
them.
like older maps. These new ones I really like. I like the game show one, I like this one.
I don't like the game show one, that's the one I don't like. I like the paintball one, the new one, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool, but I've not played that before, but it's got good inside, outside, different angles, high, low. Don't feel like it's completely one-sided.
I have to say I am quite enjoying these new maps. Plus, I'm playing hardcore, so it doesn't feel like I'm going to get absolutely owned by everybody for no reason.
Yeah, I watched you yesterday.
All I want is a suppressor on this. Finish him.
Oh, that is blinking rotor.
Yeah, I still can't believe that your head office doesn't believe that people would just say that they've got COVID to have 10 days off. It's like a free holiday.
They were like, literally, the email I got back is that we understand your concern. However, our experts, their words, say that the deterrent of no money or will not being paid will stop this from happening. If you feel your staff are lying, then make them aware that they have to truly isolate, and if you were to find out or have proof that they left the house, that there would be disciplinary consequences.
Yeah, but that's
Because
still.
if they're supposed to be isolating and they're at the shop,
Yeah.
or they're out clubbing, or they're getting drunk, or whatever, then it counts the same as when you call in sick and then you go out in the piss. I've had that caught on Snapchat, like, you know, people actually social media pictures of somebody clubbing when they've called in sick, and I still couldn't find them because it was their first, like, I had to, you know, they had to give them the disciplinary procedure and they had to do it multiple times, and I was like, well, it's just ridiculous.
And there's nothing in place, I'm guessing.
And there's this little, like, inside things, like, well, you need to build a community where everyone in your building cares about each other and they wouldn't want to screw their work colleagues over. And I was like, yeah, because we can build that kind of environment on minimum wage.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
You know, that doesn't happen in big business, never mind in, like, bar work.
They don't give a shit about that job. You're paying them peanuts to fucking be abused.
I don't care about that job sometimes, and I get paid way more than they do.
Yeah. Should get them to interview me and I'll tell them what for. And I'll be like, yeah, I own my own business. I earn more than all of you put together. Well, maybe not all of them put together, but I can do whatever the fuck. Yeah. I have more free time. You couldn't pay me.
Oh my gosh. Have you? Oh my god.
Interview.
What am I doing? Oh, I don't want to do this now. I found a world eater, like a boss fight.
Yeah, my words would be you.
Fought an underwater turtle yet?
Not yet, no. Yeah, my words to them would be you couldn't pay me enough to interview for your job. Working in a bar. You couldn't pay me to come to it. I wouldn't come. Like, why the fuck would I want to come and deal with the abuse that you get for minimum wage? It's bad enough when you're security, getting paid a lot of money to deal with it. Like,
sorry, I'm concentrating in the boss fight.
yeah.
That I've never done before.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
No, I'm in a submarine.
Oh, you're in a submarine. Do we get submarines later? Spoiler!
I had to build. Yeah, sorry, mate. I had to build a submarine to fight him because he's an underwater turtle.
Underwater turtles.
He's invincible right now. What do I do? Launch gyro. Do I shoot him now? Yes. Okay. Shoot him. Well, that's cheating. He went inside his shell.
What? Hiding from you with his, like, God-given talents of having a shell.
Oh my gosh, what is that? Is that a water blade? Does that count? Would that hurt me? Oh, dodge, dodge. Skills. That's right, Toad. Get it. I'm checking my phone right now. This keeps beeping. I know it's the manager's group.
Well, we're just like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck.
I don't know what they do. I've not read it. It's probably the thing is the managers, as in like the top 4 or 5 people in the building, they're all sound as hell. I can't say one bad thing about any of them. I've been honestly impressed.
Fair.
But the problem is they want us to have like 30%. They're expecting a 30% growth on sales based on pre-COVID nights out, because they think they're like, oh, everyone's going to be well up for it. Everyone's going to be excited. You're going to have massive growth. I'm like, how do I have massive growth? I have no staff. Like, it's not like, and also I have no door staff as well. So my capacity is capped anyway because I don't have door staff.
I love how they just think in their brain. They're like, we have experts. This is what they think because this is what we tell them to think because we pay them. And you're just like, no, that's not how real life works, dickheads. It's like, I bet they believe if you put a bin, right, outside a shop, people would put their stuff in the bin. Like, rather than drop it on the floor. Hey, BJ. Oh, hang on. Sister's ringing me.
Yes, that's good news for a change. Right, I feel like that's a good place to stop. Let's go see our date, and then that'll like kick in the next mission one, which I don't know what's left to do. I've not been following the story very well, if I'm being brutally honest. I think skipping it feels a bit... I kind of want to just finish the game now. What? Come at me, bro. Yeah, come at me, bro. See if there's something a copy of the note.
So we're playing Nuketown, right, and they're all camping like little bitches. Like proper little bitches. Worst game.
Oh, here we go. Letter from the school. Sorry. Letter from the school. Let's see what it says. We have been made aware of a confirmed positive case of coronavirus in primary school. We have followed the guidance and followed the risk assistance, but the PhD brother identified that your child has been in close contact with the individual who tested positive corona. In line with national guidance, your child must stay at home and self-isolate until the 28th of July.
Isn't that after school finishes anyway?
Yeah, but the issue is they're supposed to be going to Disneyland Paris on Wednesday.
I imagine they won't be allowed to go unless they get a negative, like external test.
No, he's got to take a test anyway.
Yeah.
No, he's got to take a test anyway. I told you that. Right, I'm going to go deal with this. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. Right, to the stream, ciao. I will be back at some point later. Not long from now, probably, but I'm going to go get, we're going to go to my home. Switch it a bit. Sam, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to go tell Nina, who won't understand me in English, what it says, and then say, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Fair.
They've literally bought tickets for Disneyland Paris, for Christ's sake. Oh, shit.
Hey, DJ. Oh, me leg. Cod timing. Elizabeth, I hope I'm saying that right. So apologies if not. Thank you for the like. What are you shooting at, woman? Like what I was shooting at there. This is a good map, I quite enjoy it. Speed mag not good. Maybe it is good, I don't know. It's speed mag. Piss off. Honestly, camping is the way to go, I think. Camping works. got that upgrade. Speed magnet there. This map sucks.
Oh well. Never simple.
What's the verdict? I mean, obviously.
Christina just yelled at me because she's with the horses and said to talk to me later. And the grandparents are supposed to be taking them on sleep. So.
She yelled at you for informing her because she's with the horses. What the actual fuck is wrong with her?
Well, she said I'd busy, I'll talk to one at home. Standard. Oh well.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like if they just, like, so basically they have to take that external test. I reckon if they just take the external test, get in the car and go. Like,
And then,
you know,
yeah.
who's knocking on my door? Like, they're like, oh, what if the police knock on our door? It's £1,000 fine, blah, blah, blah. I just said, what do you mean? They already left.
They have left the country.
They left on Monday. We got I guess the risk is the police knocking on the door.
At this stage, what's
that happening? But yeah, but you don't.
yeah. You don't want it to happen, but you know.
It's £1,000 fine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to survive. I have enough to do without.
Are people now just throwing fucking Molotovs everywhere?
I'm trying to unlock that gun on there.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Even though Molotov's a stupid way of doing it.
Yeah, but they probably see it as like if they don't get a kill with it, you know, with the weapon, at least they get a kill with it, you know. At least they're getting a kill, maybe. I don't like this Amsterdam map. The rooftop.
Like what?
The rooftop Amsterdam map.
Stick of truth it is.
Bullshit. Going on. Some of the stuff that people do on this game is absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, the anchor's going live. Let's check him out. Continue.
Hey!
Hey, Dad.
Just waiting for.
Oh, poop has hit the fan.
There, more than one reason. Poops hit the fan for Sam.
I got destroyed. COVID has just ruined my life today. Like, my work life's gone pear-shaped. Now my home life's gone pear-shaped.
At least you didn't have to go to hospital and spend 8 hours waiting for an ambulance with COVID restrictions in place, thinking you were going to die.
This is true. Well, you weren't going to die, were you?
Well, actually, the guy that rang me later was like, "Can you feel your toes?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Right, I've just bumped you up to an emergency because, like cardiac arrest because leg flow." He's like, "How long have you not been able to feel your toes for?" And I was like, "About 4 hours now since I rang." He's like, "Shit."
You are correct, Dad. My mic is definitely off. I just said hello to you as well. Oh, no.
Have you been talking to no one?
Yeah, standard stuff. Luckily, Dad's always in for a first 5 minutes to tell me to turn my mic on.
It's always good to have that support, Matty.
Yeah, my dad is the dude. Yeah, Dad, so basically Nicholas had a letter today to say he's supposed to isolate for 10 days today because someone in his class has COVID. They're supposed to be leaving on Wednesday to go to Disneyland Paris, so you can imagine shit fan hitteth in this place right now. Also, 2 more of my staff have COVID at work now, so that's 5 at work. So, yeah, work's awesome too. Oh, I'm siding with Carlton. I have to make a decision.
Not to mention your best mate is absolutely fooped again as well. I am properly fooped this time though. Like, I think this is next level fooped.
I'm not getting involved, Dad. Right now, Nina and Vlad are asleep. Christina is at the yard with Nicholas. The argument of later is due to happen.
Impending
Right
argument.
now I'm going to enjoy my game before... Yeah,
Impending argument. T minus
to enjoy my
30
game
minutes.
Don't answer online. Yeah, well, I answered with I'm not getting involved, so that's okay.
30 minutes later.
1 moment later.
Why is this fan not blowing directly on my face?
I shall make the informed decision to not get involved later.
Sounds good to me, that.
Ah, no, you wish involved.
I wanna.
This batarang is the most ridiculous weapon in this game. At the yard,
Yay, level 13
Which one am I?
cases.
I feel like the one game I don't want you to watch me play, Dad, is South Park. It just feels awful.
We talk.
It's an 18+ stream.
Of all the games in the world that he could be watching, Matt.
Yeah. I'm fine, you know, shooting people.
To be honest,
and killing people.
you could probably put like a porn up in the background, right, and it'd be more appropriate for things.
Yeah, your dad. Yeah. I'm the guy with the hammer. I'm just a random character. I'm nobody. I need to find. There's a Nazi zombie I want to kill. There it is. Let's go.
Level 14 K-Swiss. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No! Oh, I gave myself cheesy poofs instead of stamp.
Cheesy piss.
I love cheesy poofs, you love cheesy poofs.
If you don't like cheesy puff, you must be lame.
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 Oh, there's a Chocomon or whatever they're called.
Chocomon! Yay, I got the wind up swear thing, finally. I'm only at that stage.
Chocomon!
Chocomon!
I told you Fisher asked me to message him if I get to the abortion clinic scene.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, why?
Are you at the
I
boss?
don't want to know, do I? No, I'm not. No. Well, I don't know. Have you played this already?
I've not played it, but I know about it because it was in a lot of game news when it came out. Because like, if you couldn't see the other stuff, you won't be able to see this stuff. So it's not a problem. I'm not spoiling it. You'll get the due to European law, we cannot
I'll show this.
Thingy. So you'll not be
in
able.
the States, was it just everything then?
Yeah, they had to change a few, like all over the world. They had to change some things, because it was that bad. Like everyone was just like, you know what, no. So like, you know, the anal probe scene or something is like you just get due to European law you cannot see this, but this is an in-depth like of what's happening.
Yeah, it's a full description.
Yeah,
I started to read it and then stopped myself from reading it.
Yeah. The abortion clinic is you have to perform the abortion and you get to like control it as you're doing it. However, I think it's only available in like Japan that. So, like even like you know how Americans are like with abortion and stuff, so they don't get to see that. Like, you know what it's like, mate. No one wants half the game is censored around the world for different reasons, and
yeah, I know.
Apparently it's not a bad game as well. Like people are like it's actually fun to play. Like it's not trying to be anything that it isn't. It's, you know.
Yeah, it's turn-based, which I like. Turn-based games you can block, which is different. In a turn-based game, you have to time it. You there is a bit of strategy involved. But yeah.
It's one of those games that, like, if you pay like 60 quid for it, you'd be upset. If you pay 20 quid for it, it's absolutely fine, no problem whatsoever. Decent
I
game.
paid £6 for both.
So you've got a pretty fun, decent game for £6. There is absolutely nothing to be like, oh no about. Like, you know, like we did with Werewolf, and we played like 50 quid for it.
Yeah, very much so.
Like, I'm trying to be very cautious with buying any new games at the minute and just.
There isn't really anything to buy, do you know what I mean? I'm just like waiting till October really. Like, there's a few things in September, but yeah, September, October time, new games.
So Battlefield's a big thing for me. I like Battlefield. Like, I've not made a big hoorah about it or anything. I like Battlefield, and I'll play it, and that'll be, you know, me playing Battlefield.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be good. Looking forward to it. Are you gonna this New World thing? Tuesday's pretty pushy about it, and I've never really done anything.
I've been looking at it. I wanted to play that.
I was a bit like, maybe I'll give it a go. So.
Do you have to sign up to the beta? I saw it.
I'm not going to do the beta, but
Right.
yeah, you do. You have to buy the game.
Right. To get the beta. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm just gonna, if it's any good, buy it and play. Like, it's sort of more my thing than it is yours. I think it's like a MMO.
Yeah, very much so. It's like Skyrim MMO. It's exactly what you'd be into. But he wants to form like a clan. Yes, I don't know a better word for it. So he was
Thank you for the like, Utana. I hope I got that right. I mean, all he has to do is send me a message. It's not like he, you know, I pop in his channel every now and again with his own, but obviously at the minute I'm crippled as fuck.
The only issue I have, there's loads of, one of the main issues I have with this game is the map. It's just a bit annoying. Yes, we have the tank stove. You're stuck in a forest, and it's like completely random.
Yeah.
There's the map, and then there's this forest that's separate.
Pokemon. Got stock for it. Got to level 28 on it now. I totally forgot double XP weekends existed. Like, I've been that out of it recently.
Yeah. Do I have a key for you? Enter Mr. Mackey's used to drop off his monitor.
Okay.
Choices.
Talks about them. course. God timing.
Chipauga Mao. Do now, taking back the key. What's this? Enter Mr. Markins. You store unit. Drop off this monitor. What about this unit? What's this one? Algor storage key.
Time to get cereal.
Drop off this monitor. Mr. Markey.
I wish my team would stop flipping spawns.
Jimmy!
Why are the team killing as well?
I love the way that the coffee is actually full of
Jumbo, come on! It's time to get cereal. Fuck out with the like, thank you, bro. We are leveling today. Leveling weapons, we might do some leveling on WoW later. The anchor is here. He's being the anchor.
Yeah. Rather not the
Defibrillator. Have you faced Man Bear Pig yet?
No, I'm literally just. No, I had to put sensors all around, which I've done.
Yeah.
And I now have to put a defibrillator in the sewers for him. As part of said man, pig, whatever it is, mission.
Man Bear Pig.
Right, it's time to pick carton side and upset stand.
Yeah! Let's go, really, guys, and go home. Come on, Street Sweeper, that's just cheating, right? A lot of how teammates just run in the way constantly.
I'm now Commander Douchebag. Huzzah! Sorry, That's a lot of boobies. Oh, I'm so easily pleased.
What are the best bees? Boobies.
Oh, that's hilarious. I have a staff with boobies on there.
What is that? The staff of truth.
No, rod of major boobage. That's my melee weapon. It does extra. It slows them down or gives them holy damage.
Holy damage?
KKK shall rise again. That's fun. The goth was like hurt, and I can use a buddy thing to heal because I've got Butters, and he's the healer.
Yeah.
So, I use Butters, and he went, "Hey, cool, I'm healed on the outside."
Yep. Yeah, it does.
Pokemon. Pokemon. I want the injectables max.
Jump on, come on.
I'm sitting on the toilet taking a huge smelly dump because I'm a big dumb fat ass. Banter Carl like this. Pick a better password next time. Back you go, seriously.
Specialised for around 34. Getting there, we're getting there. It's 5 more levels for the suppressor for the K-Swiss. The trainers. So warm.
Yeah, it's so hot.
When's the next COD out?
November.
Why can't it come faster?
Normally that's not a problem for me. Easy wins, easy wins.
Akili with the like, thank you. That is how you pronounce your name. I'm not good with the names today. I'm not good with names most days of the week. Just any day. Any day that ends in Y.
Oh, I need my anal probe. I apologise to Sam Street with me.
Matty is playing Stick of Truth, so yeah. The anal probe is a weapon, not an actual action that he's going to be doing. Why are you doing that, mate? Why are you camping on this map? It's like the tiniest of all maps.
This makes no sense to me.
Do what he's doing, just standing here and go doing this. Like, boring, boring! Run around. Just so much smoke and like stuns going off all the time.
Yeah, it's because everyone's trying to do that thing, aren't they?
Yeah. I sort of understand why people throw grenades now. It's to fuck over all the campers.
Oh wait, let's use my phone. Yes,
Jump on, come on.
gotta catch up now.
So from the 3 levels I leveled up, there was no new shit that I'm going to put on this OTS 9, which is a Scorpion. I'm going to call it a Scorpion now, because it is a Scorpion. So warm. Nuketown. I might actually try the C58 on this. See if it's any good.
Enjoy, sir.
It's hardcore, so it's going to be good. Like every weapon's good in hardcore.
It might not be great because it's like, I don't know. I always think on hardcore that everyone's using SMGs and quick fire and stuff. Commander douchebag, you're blocked in. I'm authorizing the use of deadly force. Flag that barricade. I love the way the hallway monitors a ginger.
Yeah.
bunch of Nazi zombie ginger hormoners. Let's go, Professor Chaos. Eat some snacky cake. She'll be okay. Oh, come on! I love the way if I get touched by any of the gingers, I get grossed out. As a debuff, and I can't use any items.
That's cool.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Leave the gingers alone.
Gingers are not people, right? What is that? What we've always been led to believe.
It's worse. They're ginger Nazi zombies.
So totally not people. Remember, gingers are people too, children.
You have a ginger in your chat.
I do. There's... Oh no, you're not in.
The hammer of smiting is not better than my rod of boobies.
Boobies.
That's what you get for being mean to people. Necromancer robes.
Victory again.
Easy wins, easy wins.
like sometimes like when they camp, it's like, yeah, you're just hurting yourself because you're literally the worst campers in the world. But sometimes it's like we can't kill anybody because fucking campers.
Yeah. Wizard fat ass. I've chosen wizard fat ass side. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
Just my one problem is it takes so long to level up stuff.
Oh, let's just fight. I'm not bothered.
Is this like the other situation where you're like, do you really want to fight us? It's not going to go well. You're like, yeah, fight. Like, we can fight, but if you want, and like, yeah, just fight.
When you're running around, there's ways to kill people before you get into the fight. So say there's 4 of them on the screen.
Yeah.
You can like drop things from the ceiling or electrocute them or whatever before the actual fight begins, and therefore you don't have to fight as many of them.
Right.
But I just couldn't be bothered. I gave up. It's not a vicious fight.
Whereas now you're like, I'm that OP with my rod of boobies.
I might not be OP, but we'll find out.
Well, do you do the fight and then if you're OP, you just like, yeah, okay. And if not, you're like, right, go back and now I have to kill you and you.
I've only died once.
Right.
Yeah, I've only died once. So. Plus, I like Butters. He's got this Professor Chaos move, and I like it now. And it can heal me. So the combination of him healing me and having a big attack move. It's a random attack, so sometimes it does good damage, sometimes it heals, sometimes it does sort of, it's a chaos wheel that spins.
Right, so it could do all sorts of any randomness.
I haven't had any bad ones yet. There might be bad ones, I don't know yet. But... What did you say, Carmen? Sorry. Get my ass on the catapult. Did no, I got to fight Stan now. Alright, Stan, calm yourself. Picking on Butters. you like Professor Chaos? Oh, that's right. I just fart hammered you with the booby stick.
Boobies.
Goodbye, Stan. Goodbye, Stan. I'm sorry, Stan. I got you, Twig. Let's go save Twig. Come on and do the Congo.
I also don't understand people using the weapon once they've fully upgraded it and got all the like camos for it. Like in this Warzone, yeah, I understand. But like this,
I don't know. I don't like one of the guys in Tuesday's what's it called, like group or something. Obviously I added him ages ago and he's not been online forever. And then last night he was on and he was playing Shipment, and I was like, oh, long time no see. Said hello to him and he was like, yeah, blah blah blah. And I was like, why are you playing Shipment? Because I assumed he was leveling up.
yeah.
But I was like, oh, what are you leveling up in Shipment? Because obviously it's on Modern Warfare and there are no new Modern Warfare weapons. So, and he was like, no, I'm just getting my, like, I'm not playing in a while, I'm just getting my aim back in.
Yeah, that's fair. But like I see same people game after game after game, and they're just using the, same weapon maxed out. I'm like, this isn't
Jimmy.
competitive. So, yeah, this isn't like competitive play or anything like that. There's nothing like, not gonna get any awards for it or anything like that. Like, I don't.
Finish this, brothers. Good job. I know Bandits doesn't solve anything, but I kind of liked it. Do I have any perk? 35 friends unlocked. Now I have to remember how I do my perks. Keep breaking my balls, Mr. Gehazen.
You really broke my balls.
Oh no, it's Limmy Winks. Hey, Limmy Winks. Friendly request sent to Limmy Winks. Step away from the stick, you king. I'm not changing my mind. No. It's me versus you, Stan. Don't kick the baby.
Kick the baby!
Oh no, he's using Ike attack. He's kicked the baby at me. Oh my god, I got bleeding 3 from that? Come on. He just kicked the baby at me. I have 1,000 health. Carl has 8,000.
Oof.
And I do about 200 to 400 in attack.
Hmm? Sounds like you're gonna get hooked.
Let's find out. I can use a healing potion each round though. When the light press up, down, left, right, in. When the light is upon you. Oh, he just hit me with a golf ball.
A golf ball?
Yeah, he didn't put a golf ball down, I hit it with a golf ball. Oh no, he's using kick the baby again. I want to kick the baby attack. Oh, I reflected it back at him. That's right, I farted on my batarang and then I hit you with it. You're about to get blown. We're having a fight between my farts and his, what's it called, like snow leaf blower.
Who can, Such boring people! Fucking move!
it's still good. Brilliant. You won't respect my authority!
Did he actually say it?
Yeah, he did. He's like, I've got the stick, you have no authority over me. And he's like, you won't respect my authority! Junior, so that might be a good time. Stop. Hey, lemmings. It's like, get back home before your parents find out. I now have electric boobies.
Yeah, electric boobies are good.
Please don't abduct me again. Why are the little tiny dwarfs stealing my underpants? What? What? Why am I? Really? Little gnomes have invaded my bedroom while I'm sleeping and stole my underpants.
Huh.
And I've just killed all of them. Don't shrink me! Oh man, I've been shrunk to a gnome size. And now they're fighting me again. Any last words, pussy? Wow. Come at me, bro. Just called me a pig, effer.
Thank you for the like, Dianatas. I hope I pronounce these right, because I am crap with names. Bravo Zulu. Wah, the leg. The leg. What am I going to do without my legs, Charlie Murphy?
Charlie Murphy. My legs.
My legs. Darkness. Darkness says. I might have a break from COD for a bit and play some World of Warcraft, because I've been leveling up nearly 2 hours now. I've got
chase the stupid gnomes.
C58 is 21. Oh yeah. Oh. Got the that one would be good.
I gotta chase the gnomes.
Got to chase the gnomes. That's better for this.
Ow. Oh, I died in a mousetrap.
In a mouse
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel. Body. Yeah. Magazine. That's mine. Right, gonna leave the stream, probably walk downstairs and get a drink or something, have a break for 5 minutes and then come back and play some World of Warcraft.